Hey everyone, welcome to Victory Condition Gaming. My name is Doug. Today on the show, we are playing Tales from the Loop. This is a alternate 80s setting RPG put out by Free League Publishing, and the adventure that we're going to be playing is called The Recycled Boy, and that is the new upcoming adventure in the box set, the starter set that Free League is putting out, which should be out, I think, the beginning of April. I got a chance to see it recently. It's a great product. I'll do a little review video here a little bit later, so be on the lookout for that. If you are interested in picking up the Free League Tales from the Loop starter kit, I'm going to tell you to hit the description of this video. It's going to have a link to the pre-order. And if you have a friendly local game store, I'm going to tell you to ask them to order it as well and have them order it and put it in stock. It's a great product. It's going to get a lot of folks playing this Tales from the Loop game, even while the Amazon series, which is going to be hitting Amazon Prime, I think here April 3rd is the release date. The other thing that I'm going to ask you to do is, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button down below and be a part of our VCG community. I really appreciate that. And also, if you'd like to see more Free League or more Tales from the Loop content, please hit that like button down below as well. That helps us grow, and it also helps get this video noticed, because we want Free League to be successful in their products. They're putting out some great stuff, and we're so glad that we're able to showcase them. So now let's get to the actual play. Let's get to our players. I want to thank all the players for coming on tonight and being a part of this. I'm just going to go right down the list. We'll have them introduce their characters right before we get started, right as we're playing it, and as I introduce the first scene. But let me just tell you a little bit about who is joining us tonight. We have Rob Kalajian from A Pawn's Perspective.
Hello.
We have Josh Melville from Halloweenville on YouTube.
Hello.
We have Amanda Call from Age of Night.
Hello.
And we have Morgan Nuncio from pretty much every single RPG actual play podcast in existence.
What? Me? No.
Because she is the popular kid.
Oh, geez.
So tonight, let me just tell you guys, you all have characters that are pre-gens in the starter set that is coming out. There are 5 pre-gens in this starter set. I'll tell folks what's going to be included in the starter set, because I think it's a great value. It's going to retail for $29.99. It's got I think it's about a 30-page booklet about the rules. It's just kind of a boiled down version of the
33.
It's a 33
pages.
Awesome. And it's a nice little booklet. Kind of gets folks, kind of the general rules to learn how to start playing. Also comes with a scenario adventure, which is called The Recycle Boy, which we're going to be playing tonight. It also comes with a double-sided map of the loop, both in Sweden and in Boulder City, Colorado. And then it comes with dice, which are the Tales from the Loop, the 10 D6s. They are amazing looking. If folks know, if they've picked them up previously, those dice packs are usually like $18 just on their own. So to be able to get them in a starter set for $29.99 is a terrific deal. All right, now let's get going, folks. So this is the 1980s. We'll say it's like kind of the mid 1980s. School is kind of towards the end of the school year. We're playing in Boulder City, Colorado. And so it's a really kind of small American town that, there's a little weird. There's like a government facility that's on the edge of town that most of the residents of Boulder City work at. It's called the Loop. You guys are all school students. This is first thing in the morning that you are coming to school. Let's just give you a little. Let's just kind of do a little intro. Like, we'll do a little. What do you call that when you have like little clips and they're all played together?
A montage.
A montage. I couldn't think of it for the life of me. Let's have a little opening montage where everybody's coming to school and you're all arriving here at the, probably around the same time. Let's go with Tim, who is going to be played by Rob. Tim, tell us a little bit about your character as they're walking to school, or however they're getting to school this morning.
So Tim is he's not a popular kid. He's kind of lanky. He dresses kind of funny. He's kind of got like a mop of brown hair. Kind of always keeps it in front of his eyes a little bit. He kind of just tries not to be noticed. More towards the middle of the hallway instead of the edges where all the kids are hanging out by like the lockers and stuff. Kind of head down, trying to get to where he needs to go without getting accosted by anyone.
Nice. And are you walking? Are you biking to school? How are you getting to school?
I'm totally biking to school.
All right. Very good. Let's the camera moves over to we'll just say it moves over to Maria, who is of course the popular kid at school. Maria, tell us a little bit about your entry as you're on your way to school this morning.
So Maria is basically just walking through the door, fixing her hair just because it's a little windy outside. Just tall, probably like 5'8", 5'9", long brown hair that's ever so put in place with Aquanet and
nice.
and
I love
hopes.
the 80s reference.
I was like, I had to dig deep. I was like, what's there? Tan skin, dark brown hair, dark brown eyes, bright blue eyeshadow, the hot pink sweater that sort of just falls off the shoulder a bit, and her books are like just in her arms because her with a backpack, please. And she does not bike here. She gets a ride from a friend.
Okay. Now, of course, you also have your little sister that you have to watch over as you are going to school. She has to come along to school with you.
I'm in the car too.
All right. And that
Maria, you can't leave without me.
Oh my God.
I'm Isabella. I am 10. And I'm a small girl with red hair and braces. You don't need to make fun of the braces. They are to make my teeth straight, and then they will look a lot better than yours once they come off in a couple of years. So just keep your comments to yourself.
Metal face.
Whatever, Maria. I also, as soon as we get to school, I am done with wasting my time with Maria and her dumb friends. I did appreciate the ride and not having to walk, but now I am going to jet off to the one computer in the whole school that's in the library and see if I can get a few minutes on it before class starts.
That's your main intent as you're getting to school.
Yeah, I want a few minutes
to the computer as soon as possible. Sure.
Yeah, I want a few minutes to myself before I have to go to class.
And that scene is going to end with Maria and Isabel. Let's go over to Chad, the jock of this session. Chad, tell us a little bit about your entrance into this scenario as you are making your way to school.
All right. Well, my name is Chad. I'm an athlete, always into sports. I'll say this time of season I'm carrying a hockey stick, so it's got to be, winter sports. Hockey is on. I look at Tim as like my little brother, so I ride my bike to school too. So I usually ride over towards his house and then ride into school with him.
Nice. Okay.
And make sure no one picks on him because I'll stomp them into the ground. But also an ulterior motive is so I can watch Maria walk through the school doors. It's somewhat of a dream. There's like the doors open. She walks in. There's like glitter and sparkles everywhere.
She tosses the hair ever so slightly, and it just like it's like
exactly. And you hear Dreamweaver in the background.
Oh, nice. I was gonna ask if there's any certain song, 80s song that you hear when.
Gotta be Dreamweaver.
Yeah, nice. Exactly.
Awesome. I love it. All right. Well, as you all are converging onto the front of the school, because that's where, of course, as you're going to school, that's the place where you have to go into the school. You notice that there is a lot of commotion going on at the front door, and there is a lot of kids just kind of talking to themselves. They're not going into the school, and you see this large um, dart construction like robot that usually is working on one of the other sites in town, but for some reason it is on its side, and there's like kind of like smoke coming up from it, and it is laying there in the front of the schoolyard, kind of just not functioning anymore. And you notice that the doors of the school have been ripped apart.
So these robots are something that we normally see in town. Just this one's out of place.
In this timeline of the 80s, technology has kind of has advanced in certain areas. There is still some like parts of the technology that has gone like, I guess it's kind of what's the word I'm looking for? It's decrepit. Like it's kind of not. It's
80 old 80s sci-fi kind of tech.
Right. There's technology that has advanced, and then there's technology that's kind of gone by the wayside. And
yeah.
And so in certain, like, in the background you might see like old robots or old like machinery that's kind of abandoned, that doesn't work anymore, or maybe it's broken down, it's all rusty. So you'll probably see that from time to time. This is an alternate 80s. Weird things are kind of happening, and it's mostly because of you think it's probably because of this government facility that's on the edge of town.
Okay.
So,
Does there look like there's anyone in charge, or anyone that's trying to keep people away? Or
you notice that the your schoolmates are all circled around the front of the school doors, and you keep hearing, "Is she okay? What happened? Is she, I wonder if she's all right. Did someone go get the nurse?"
I want to move up to the front and see what's going on.
Okay.
I'm going to eagerly follow Chad.
Okay.
Yeah, stay close, Tim.
So Chad and Tim, you go to the front of the group of kids, and in front of the door you see your Spanish teacher laying on the ground, and she's got a blanket over her, and it looks like something happened to her.
Well, Chad, do you think she's dead?
She doesn't appear to be moving.
She moves, and she
well, she doesn't appear to be moving till now.
Yeah, I know.
It twitched.
Oh man.
And now the school nurse comes over to her and gives her like a glass of water, and kind of is checking her all over, and is making sure that she's like, what? The nurse says, what's the name of your school teacher?
What's
a Spanish teacher?
What's a good Spanish name?
Don't ask me. I only know mostly filthy words.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
You guys.
Miss Luna.
Miss Luna?
Yeah.
Luna, I like that.
All right. So the nurse comes up to her and says, Miss Luna, are you okay? What happened? Are you here? Don't move. And all of a sudden you hear ambulance in the distance going off.
Okay. Of the robot that's down, can you describe to us like what exactly we're seeing there?
Yep.
And I was going to say, Isabella, how close are you? Are you outside at all?
No, I was in the computer. I was
Okay.
I was in the library playing on the computer, so I have no idea what is going on at the moment.
Well, maybe me and Tim can get a bird's eye view, and then if we meet up, we can tell you about it.
So the robot that the construction robot, the dart robot, is like this big robot that has like this big like roundish like pod almost, and it's got two arms that have like three finger three finger grips. And it's got
Three finger grabby hands.
Yeah, three finger grabby hands.
Pointy.
It's got two regular legs. The knees on the legs kind of bend backwards instead of like our
Okay.
normal human.
Very
And
creepy.
it's usually used to like move like heavy building equipment. And for some reason it's not usually in the schoolyard or around the school. It's usually used for building like big buildings. So
Well, what's the weather like outside?
it's it's a pretty decent spring day.
Okay. I assume that with the weight of this thing, there's a track or something like where it came from.
Not necessarily.
No.
It's pretty much it's automated, so it probably came from one of the lots like down the street.
But there's no like footprints or scarred earth where it had walked through.
Not that you can tell.
Okay.
How close can I get to it?
You can get very close to it if you want to.
I want to. I definitely want to see this much closer.
Okay. What else is everybody else? What is everybody else doing? Isabel, at this point, you've heard a lot of commotion from the front of the building.
I guess I'll tear myself away and go check out what's happening. Sure. So I'm gonna look out and see the all of the commotion going on out front. But I don't actually want to be out in it at this point. I'm gonna kind of just be looking from like one of the front hallway windows that faces out onto the front.
Okay.
I imagine I'm not the only one. I'm right. I mean, I'd imagine there's other students kind of crowding around too.
Sure.
Okay.
Maria, what are you doing at this point?
I am not getting involved. First off, I'll also watch my distance because oh my god, ew. Why?
Typical Maria.
So Chad, you're up near the front where Miss Luna and the nurse are up there, and the nurse is just trying to figure out what was going on here, and you hear Miss Luna say, "It all like it was Charlie. I went over to." She's like. She says, I don't know exactly what happened. All I know is I got to school. Charlie was out front. He was acting kind of weird. Kept talking to himself. So I went over to talk to him. Just was like muttering all this weird nonsense. And then so like I told him maybe he should go see you, the nurse, if he wasn't feeling very well. And then that's when he started really like yelling at me, and he kept saying all this weird stuff. Like why are you out to get us? We know that you're not. It's just all sorts of weird things that he just kept saying at me. And then he ran off. I don't get it. So, Chad, you know that Charlie is a new kid at school.
Mm-hmm.
He started at the beginning of the year. Everybody really likes him. He's just a typical, all-American kid. Brown hair. Really, really nice to all the kids. Really, seems really smart. Gets straight A's. He's always. I don't think anybody in the school actually has anything bad to say about Charlie. So this seems kind of out of the norm for you, that
Okay.
Charlie would be acting strange.
I kind of mouthed to Tim, I wonder what's up with Charlie.
I don't know, but I'm going to go check out the robot.
All right. What do you want to see over at the robot?
I want to see if I can get close to it, touch it, prod it, get inside it, anything like that.
Okay. Give me some sort of.
You want to find an opening?
Yes.
Yeah. Give me some sort of tech roll.
Tech.
Maybe a tinker roll.
Tinker roll. So that is tech. I've got 3 tech and no tinker.
You're rolling for. So the way this game works is the players they have a key attribute of body, tech, heart, mind, and then based off of those attributes, there's also skills. And whatever your rank is in your attribute and your skill, that's how many d6s you're going to roll. You want to roll for 6s. 6s are success. You can re-roll if you don't roll any 6s on your first roll, but any 1s on your re-roll are going to give you some sort of condition. And when you have a condition, you're going to be -1 die when you do rolls in the future, unless you heal up or figure out some way to fix your condition.
So I got a 5 and 2 4s. So I'm gonna push it.
All right.
So this is basic free leagues, sort of.
Yeah, that's their year 0 engine that they use.
So just a 5 and
Reviews.
2 2s. So no successes, no
So-
failures.
No successes, no 1s. So yeah, you look at it and you just see a whole bunch of melted wires, a little bit of smoke that's coming up from it. It just basically just laying on its side, just totally incapacitated. Just really kind of looks like it's just fried. Total wreck as far as the robot's concerned. In one of its hands, though, you notice that there's a piece of the door from the schoolyard, from the school building.
Chad, this thing's junked.
Wow. And I do place my hand on Tim's shoulder, and it's like, stay back a little bit. You don't want to touch that. Look at all the wires there.
I know. Look at all the wires.
Now, what's that in its claw?
It's part of the door, the school door.
So it ripped off part of the door?
It must have been trying to get in.
So it was trying to break in, but why wouldn't the Chad and the teacher see this coming?
I mean, Charlie.
Charlie, sorry. Charlie. I did write down Charlie.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe,
Myself. Why didn't I see this coming?
Maybe Charlie was controlling the robot with his mind.
What? Have you heard of anything doing that?
I don't know, man. I read lots of stuff.
Oh man, you're into those comics deep, aren't you, bro? Oh.
Hey, they tell you to go home and read, man. They don't tell you to go home and read what?
No, man, you need to come over to my place and work out after school. Forget that reading stuff. Anyway, let's
So at this point, the ambulance gets louder and louder, gets to the front of the school, and of course the paramedics they rush to the teacher that's laying there on the ground with the blanket on her, and she just says, I don't know what was wrong with Charlie, but I hope he's okay. Someone needs. And she looks at the nurse and she's like, you need to call Charlie's parents and make sure that he's okay, because I don't. He was just acting so strange. And then that's when they lift her into the back of the ambulance and shut the doors, and they haul her off to the hospital.
Tim, I think we need to go find Charlie. He could be seriously injured, or
Oh, you're right. He
Yeah.
could be seriously injured. We should go find him.
all right. Let's head in the way the robot obviously was ripping the door off, so let's head in that way.
Okay.
All right. So you're going to go into the school building?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, you just see a whole bunch of kids that they're just all kind of talking amongst themselves, wondering what's going on. We don't know. I hope Miss Luna's okay. And they're all just kind of spooked at this point, not knowing what happened.
I'm just actively searching the crowd for Charlie, just trying to. I'm 6'2", so I'm pretty sure that I can look over most of the kids.
Damn.
Can we say that they've come in near where Isabella and Maria are watching, or we're watching?
Oh my god, I did not know you were here.
Whatever. Hey, Tim.
Hey, Isabella.
Hey, I saw you looking inside that robot.
I was trying to. It was really cool, but I couldn't
Was
get
it?
inside it.
Oh. What did you see?
It was all melted and stuff, like all these wires, and it tried to rip the school door off. It had some in its claw.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
super red.
I don't know what. That's really weird. Why would it be doing that?
I think Charlie was controlling it with his mind.
Wait.
Oh my god! Like,
Why would
ugh.
Charlie? Which Charlie?
New Charlie.
Wait, Tim.
Charlie?
Tim. We don't know that for sure. This is just a theory.
Wait.
You're so out of it, Tim. Like,
How would he be
whatever.
controlling? How would it be? He could be controlling it with his mind. Has anyone seen him?
And that's
No.
when Isaac speaks. Group. Isaac is one of Charlie's best friends, and kind of that's one of the kids that he hangs out at lunchtime with. And Isaac says, "I saw him like run towards his house this morning. I thought it was kind of weird, but I thought maybe he just forgot something, for school, and he had to go get it like before school started. So I didn't really think too much about it. Why? You think Charlie's involved with this?"
Yes, totally.
He left? You can just leave? You can just leave school?
Yeah, I do it all the
Well,
time.
It's the 80s. Of course you can.
Right.
Yeah, but Isabella's like 10. This hasn't occurred to her yet.
Plus, I'm sure she likes being in school next to all the computers and all that stuff.
They don't let me do anything interesting while
No.
I'm here.
You think they'd at least let us go home now, considering there's a giant robot that tried to destroy the school and a nurse that was dealing with a Spanish teacher that was almost dead but wasn't dead. And then there's a kid who's freaking controlling giant robots with his mind.
Tim, calm down. Look, guys. And I puff out my chest in front of Maria, and I'm like, listen, we got to find Charlie. He could be hurt. He could be injured.
Have
we
you
gotta
been
help
doing
him
more
out.
Push-ups? Your body choice.
Yeah, I think we should go that way.
Ow.
Yeah. Just like Chad said, we should totally go like that way.
Yeah, Tim. Yeah. Yeah,
Tim.
that's what I'm
Tim.
talking about, little bro.
Don't copy him. He's dumb. His dumb will rub off on you. Don't do that.
Maria just like rolls her eyes and just starts walking out.
Hey, where are you going? I want to come too. Are we going? Are we going to go find him?
What do you think I'm doing? Oh my god.
All right, well, I'm coming too. You can't leave me.
You all do know that where Charlie lives, he lives on the outskirts of town. His parents have a little house that's like 3 stories. It's just on the edge of town. That they do. You just like a lot of the folks that live in town. His parents do work for the Loop, so there's that's kind of how they moved into the area. That's because they have government jobs and they're working for the Loop, and Charlie is their son, so he started the school year this year, that's what you know about Charlie and his family.
Knowing Charlie, could we check out his locker?
Sure.
Okay. So, that should be the first place we should go to see if maybe there's anything in there that might tell us anything.
Sure. So you get to Charlie's locker. It is locked. So if somebody wants to try to unlock it or try to open it, let me know.
Isabella, you're good with computers. How good are you at cracking locks?
They're not the same thing, but I can try.
What would you like to use to?
Um,
it's not really tech, so it's
No,
kinda,
it's not.
It's
Chad doesn't know any better.
Sure.
Actually, it's funny because Maria gets outside the school, stops, realizes no one's following her, turns around, she's like, can you just see her go, oh my god, and just like walk back in.
Sure. So somebody give me a body force roll. Whoever wants to try to break
Body
into,
and
I'll
Oh, I have none of that.
Yeah.
So I guess
Then-
I would basically just go up and do the little I can totally crack this combination for a couple of seconds and be like, I don't actually
You're up to yeah.
so I don't actually know how to do this.
All right. I got this. We're just gonna have to break it. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Jeez.
8 D6s. I
Yeah.
better
Eight
get 1 6.
D6s?
Yeah.
Chad is
Got
really strong.
5 body and 3 force.
Okay.
What his character is built to do.
All right. So 2 6s.
Yeah, you totally tell me how you bust the locker open.
Do you
Oh,
Fonzie it?
I take the back end of the hockey stick, jam it in there, and just like rip on it.
It just pops and it pops off like just like
Nice.
like nothing. Inside the locker, you pretty much just see like books and everything. Everything is very neatly organized. You see his books stacked up in alphabetical order and by size, and you see that everything is arranged very like precisely.
Meticulously.
Yeah, meticulously. Everything is very precise. Everything is definitely in its place where it should be.
I thought we were leaving. What's going on?
We're looking for clues.
Check out this weird kid's locker.
Oh, cool. And she's just gonna reach in and just grab a couple books and just pull them and start looking through them.
Yeah.
Are you?
There's
Is it just books? Is there anything else in the locker?
there is no other than just everything that you would need for schoolwork and.
Okay.
Can I investigate?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
All right.
Investigate.
So I don't have anything in investigate, but I have 4 of mine, so I'm just gonna go for that.
Okay.
I've got a 6.
Okay, so you do see one personal item on the inside door. On the inside of the door, it's a picture of Charlie with his parents. It looks like they are. The picture was taken in front of a boat.
Okay.
Okay.
We should take this picture with us just in case.
Do you think he's hiding there, like as
How
like a fugitive on the run?
How
Oh,
close
yeah,
are you
we'll
to
take the
any body of
picture.
water?
That's a good idea.
What's that, Rob?
We're in Colorado, so
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, how close are we to a body of water? Are we near like a big lake?
Yeah, you're
Well,
close to.
I mean, why don't we head to Charlie's parents' house, and then we could ask them. Maybe they've seen Charlie if he's not here.
But we are taking the picture, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Very good. So yes, so you know that Charlie's parents' house is across town. Just give me some sort of montage as you guys are going along town. Of course, I guess Tim and Chad, you are both on bikes. Isabel and Maria, you are bikeless. So how are you guys?
I mean,
going?
we wouldn't want to leave the ladies in the dust. So either I will offer Maria to ride on the handlebars of my bike.
I was
If
just
she
gonna
would like
stand on
to.
the pegs, like we always do.
Okay, that's
Feels
fine
like
with
it's a
me.
little safer. Like
You know,
you need to see.
whatever you're comfortable with. Isabella, you can ride with Tim.
Yeah, I am
okay.
an excellent bike rider.
Totally.
Okay.
We do this every morning.
Yeah, don't crash us, please.
All right, so we are riding 2x2.
So you are riding through town. As you are getting right on the verge, on the edge of town, all of a sudden, you hear all the power go out.
Like a
What was that?
Like all the power go out, and then all of a sudden it comes back on.
so
That's
like a
weird.
flux, like a surge.
Yeah.
What do you think that was?
That was creepy. I don't know. It was was there like some like grid maintenance or something that was supposed to happen today? That could have been like a planned outage or something. You know, they have to do those sometimes when they're like working on the power plant or when they have to like work on the power lines, and then sometimes they switch things over and it does that weird thing.
Oh my god, you're such a nerd.
I'm
yeah,
too
I'm such a
distracted to
nerd
notice.
because I know things.
Why
Sorry.
would you know those things?
Sorry, I can't have all of my brain cells taken up by hairspray and lipstick and boys.
It's not all taken up by that. Thank you very much.
Hey, I'm a boy.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Not like just a boy, but like boys.
Okay,
It's not the same thing.
Chad, what is she talking about?
Whatever.
I'll tell you when you're a little older.
So you pull up to the front of Charlie's house. Like I said, it is it's kind of on like this dirt road a little bit. It's 3 stories. It's it's reddish in color. You do see one cable that goes to the power lines that comes in. It looks like it's a rather large cable. A lot of these houses have this large cable that connects all the house, like various houses, to the loop, and so that's kind of how the Charlie's parents, they sometimes work from home, and they also so yeah, you just see this three story house with this big cable that goes, pretty much it looks like a big power line, but it's a little bit heavier duty. So yeah, you are in front of Charlie's house at this point.
All right. I'll go up and knock on the door.
Okay.
If anyone wants to follow, that's fine, but I'll definitely take lead and knock on the door.
Yeah.
I'll follow.
Okay.
You get to Charlie's front door and nobody answers.
Parents are probably at work.
Yeah, you're probably right, but we got to see if Charlie's in there, see if he's hurt or anything, and I'll check the door, see if it's locked.
What was that?
Yeah, say that again, Doug.
It is locked.
It is locked. All right.
Do to the door what you did to the locker.
Or alternatively, there might be a back door that's maybe not locked that we
See,
don't have to destroy.
The nerd's right. We should probably go around.
Or a trellis that we could climb and get in a window.
I mean,
What are
that does sound fun, but maybe we should check for an option that doesn't involve anyone breaking their leg first.
All right, guys, let's go around back. Let's check see if we can get through the back door first.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Isabella.
Thanks.
So you do go around the back. There is a back door, but of course that is locked as well.
All right, Tim, where's a trellis? We'll try your idea.
Is there anywhere we could climb to get into like a window?
There are some windows on the first floor, and then you could probably, I mean, it'd be kind of hard to climb up to the second story to get to the windows. It's pretty much like a second story. It's like a 3-story house, so the second story would be kind of hard to climb up to.
Probably not hard for Chad. He's super tall and athletic.
Yeah, I mean, you could try, that's for sure.
Are there any open windows or like, basement doors?
There's no basement, I'll tell you that right now.
Okay.
And there are it doesn't seem like there's any open windows.
I'm gonna start looking through windows to see if I can see anything.
You look through the window in the first. Are you still around the back, or did you come around at all?
Yeah, I'm like on the side.
Okay. You look into the side of the building, and you can see directly into the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
The kitchen looks like there's nobody in there. There is some stuff on the kitchen table, but you can't really quite tell what's on the table at this point.
Like, does it look like paperwork or?
It looks like there are some papers on the table.
Okay.
Yes.
This is like an emergency, and what if Chad's in there dead? We could break a window and
Tim,
not get in trouble because we could be like, we were saving him.
Tim, I'm right here, bro.
Where did
Charlie.
you get all these ideas from? Oh my god.
Yeah, you're right, Maria. They're pretty dumb, right?
So
They're just a little out there. Not like they're dumb. They're just out of this world.
So I'm still at the back door. I'm thinking it'd be better if we're gonna break in through the back door rather than the front. I'm not seeing a way to get in through a window. There's no basement windows to crawl through. I'm going to attempt to is there a glass panel on the back door, or is it all solid?
You muted.
Go on the back door.
You're
Okay.
muted. What's that, Doug?
Yeah, there's a glass panel in the back in the back door.
Okay. Well, that my knowledge, I probably, being a jock, would probably know a little bit about construction. I probably took wood shop. That it'd be easier to replace the window than it would be an entire door. So I'm going to pick up the closest rock, kind of smash the bottom corner, and reach inside and unlock it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you do that. I won't even have you roll. Go for
Cool.
it. So yeah, you open the
Broke
back
the
door
window. You're gonna get in so much trouble.
Wow, that was like really like loud.
That was super cool, Chad.
So
Gonna get
Thanks,
in so
Tim.
much trouble.
the back door opens up, and there's a hallway, and there's a door immediately to your right, and then there's a door to your left.
Okay, so
And then
one
there's
to
a
my
door
right.
in the front of you as well, and
Oh.
a staircase that goes upstairs.
Okay, and a staircase that goes upstairs.
Correct.
Is that in front of me, to the left or the right?
That is in front of you.
Okay. So there's a door and a staircase in front of me. There's a door
There's
door
a
to
door
the
your
left
left
and
right. There's a door in front of you, and as
Okay.
well as a staircase in front of you.
so is this like a mud room?
This is like a hallway.
Just a hallway. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So I'm going to start going through the first floor. If you guys want to follow, stay close together. I don't think we should be splitting up just in case. Like Scooby-Doo. Guys, think of it that way. Isabella, you're the smart genius one. You're Velma.
Okay.
Maria, you're like Daphne, the gorgeous, pretty one who backups and supports everybody.
You're so gross.
Thank you.
You're
Tim,
gross too.
you're like
At least you didn't call you Scooby Doo, okay?
you're like Scoob, and I'm like Fred, and can do one of those.
I could be
numbers.
like Shaggy, and Oscar could be Scoob, and I'm gonna reach into my pocket and I'm gonna pull out my pet rat.
Oh my god, Tim, ew.
Nice.
Was he in your pocket the whole
The
time?
whole time?
You guys know he's always with me.
So as you guys are talking,
Is he like pooping in your pocket?
Yeah, sometimes I just kind of like take him and I flip it inside out.
That's kind of gross.
It is kind of gross, but like he's really cool.
That's so grody.
as you guys are talking, the door in front of you, Josh,
Yep.
it's kind of open, but it starts moving, open a little bit further.
Uh-huh.
And all of a sudden, this very large iguana starts walking towards you, comes around the door, and this thing's probably like 6 feet long.
Holy
Whoa.
cow.
That's how big they get, right? Do they get that long?
Yeah.
Or they get like
Yeah.
They can get pretty long. It's a lot of
That's
tail.
pretty big.
That's a big iguana.
This is
That is
a
a
big
big
iguana,
iguana.
and it's like waddling towards you, and it looks very, very happy and excited to see you.
Oh,
This
it's
thing is
happy and
so
excited.
cool.
If you could read an iguana
Right,
facial
right.
expression,
Yeah, it's,
Okay.
you know,
it walks
I'll,
through the door. It's like, hi guys.
I'll reach down, I'll pet him on the head and be like, hey, fella.
it does one of those things where it just kind of like closes its eyes and kind of like lowers its head and kind of licks its little iguana tongue.
Tim, I think it wants to eat Oscar.
No, iguanas do not eat rats. They like to eat like leaves and stuff and bugs.
Are you sure? Are you
What's
sure
the
it wouldn't
tag
eat a
on the
rat?
collar say?
I'm really sure it wouldn't eat a rat.
The tag on the iguanas on the collar of the iguana says Porky.
Porky
Yeah.
the iguana.
We should keep it.
I'm pretty sure it belongs to
I
the
am
people whose
not keeping
house
that.
we're in.
We're not even sure that they're alive. What if he stays here? He's going to start.
Oh my god, Tim, where do you get these ideas?
Let's
stuff.
go. Let's.
Stuff.
Oh my god.
How about we go look for other people before we start taking their pet
Well,
ginormous lizard?
I will allow Porky if he would like to sit on my shoulder, or I'm
He's
pretty proud.
massive.
Porky's not gonna sit on your
He's
shoulder,
not that big?
bro.
I mean, he's only 6 feet long.
Yeah, he's
He's
gonna
also
like,
like 40 pounds.
yeah, he's hefty. He's hefty.
I lift more than that on a daily basis.
I know, but
All right.
Ew, no.
If you think you'll slow
Mm-mm.
me down, okay, Maria, I get it. All right, we'll leave
Ugh.
Porky there, but why don't we go where he came from? Maybe one of Charlie's parents, or Charlie could be in there.
You go into the you open the door and
Yep.
you see this very large living room.
Okay.
It looks very odd because there is all sorts of like aquariums and terrariums and all these different glass enclosures that have different
Wow.
aquatic and
How many
reptile,
pets do you think they have?
God, this is so cool.
also
Like,
you
too
see
many.
the front door as well. This is like if you had went through the front door, this is where the room that you would go
Right.
into immediately.
Okay.
Kind of
But-
weird, right? Does this seem weird to you guys?
I
Do you
mean,
think there's any rats?
no.
I mean, probably for food for these animals.
We should see if anybody's home. Hey,
Why
hey,
are
is
you
anyone
yelling?
home?
Oh
Because
my
if somebody's,
God.
because we're trying to find people. That's why we came in here, isn't it, Charlie?
You think they'd hear the door breaking?
Maybe he was
you-
taking a nap. Charlie.
Oh my God! Stop yelling.
Yeah, there's no other than Porky, you don't hear anything else besides
Other than Porky.
Porky walking around.
Are the
Hmm.
terrariums and stuff? Are they empty as we look through them?
Some of them are. There's a few that are. There's a few that have some fish and various animals inside them,
Okay.
specimens and whatnot.
Specimens. But other than that, I mean, it just looks like terrarium kind of set up.
It looks like
Okay,
someone that's
so
really like they
into
love
animals.
aquariums and those types of and terrariums and those types of animals.
Okay, so there's no other doors in this room. So we got to go back the way we came.
There is a door as you go into. No, there's no other door. We'll
Just
say
the
there's
front door,
Just
right?
the front door.
Okay. So
Is the
let's
kitchen
go.
over here, like where I saw through the window earlier?
If you go back into the hallway,
Yep.
yeah, it's the door that would have been on your left.
All right,
as
I'm
you
gonna
went
go that
into the
way.
back into okay.
I'm gonna like tiptoe around Porky and be like, ew, 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 and then like make my way in.
Yeah, you go into the kitchen and you just see a refrigerator, you see the major, you see coffee maker, you see various. It looks like a regular kitchen for the most part.
I'm gonna go to the table and look at
Okay.
the things on the table.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of there's a whole stack of papers and some books on the table. Why don't you give me some sort of
Investigate
give me,
again?
I guess an investigate
Okay.
investigate roll.
And while she's doing that, I'll take Tim and go upstairs. We're going to look for Charlie's bedroom.
Okay.
I got 2 6s.
Okay. Yeah, you see a whole bunch of different stacks of papers. Inside one of the stacks, though, is a letter. And I can read the letter to you if you would like. It looks like it was it's unfinished. It's like someone was writing it and then had to stop what they were doing. If you'd like
Read
me
it to
to
me,
read.
please,
Yes.
Doug. Yeah.
It says, "Dear Rachel." Isn't that what it says? No, I'm sorry. Dear Rebecca. Dear Rebecca, I write to you now with trembling hands, with the knowledge that all that really matters to me, my little boy, could have been taken away from me just a couple of minutes ago. I saw it through the window, how Charlie was run over by a car. And you know what? And you know who was driving it. Before I could run out of the house, Charlie was up and on his feet. And they talked to each other. My screen keeps jumping around. I'm sorry. And then he came in. I was frozen to my chair and still can't feel my feet and hands, but my head is full of images of what could have happened. They are gruesome pictures. The strangest thing is that Charlie won't admit that it happened, though I saw it with my own eyes. Should I seek help? I know he won't agree to have his head examined. He became very upset when I asked to look at him. Everything is fine right now, and maybe that's what makes me overreact. The move here has become everything we could have hoped for. Charlie has made friends at school, and he is doing very well with homework and sports. I just don't want to think about what we would do in a couple of years when we have to move away again. I hope we can go somewhere close to here, uh, so that we can still see you. How are your projects going? I hate thinking of you in that smelly little bunker on Cape Horn. You know you can always stay here, but I won't nag about it anymore. Charlie is doing something upstairs. He talks to himself as if he is upset, and he throws things on the floor. I better go see if he's okay. And then that's when the writing stops.
Okay. You can cut to them and I'll jump into the next scene. Yeah.
Sure. So Tim and Chad go upstairs. Let me just get that map going on right here. You go upstairs. You go immediately into this. There's like this hallway. Off to the left is a door, and then as you go up to the up the stairs, on the other side of the stairs is a door.
Okay. On the left or the right?
On the right, as
Okay.
you go up the stairs, there's a door on your right, and then there's a door right on your left as,
Okay.
as you reach the top of the stairs.
Well, the first door that we come to, I will stop. I will knock before entering.
There's no answer.
Okay. I will open the door.
Okay. You open the door and you see what looks like a 12-year-old boy's bedroom.
Okay. Is it meticulously organized?
It is meticulously organized.
Just like his locker. Aha.
This kid is really weird.
You you see something really strange though. When you take a closer look, Charlie's bed, while it's flat, it has this at the head of the bed is like these the circuitry and this like almost like a round plug-in spot where his pillow would be.
Mind control.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. I think we should get Isabella up here to see some of this tech stuff. I know she's only 10, but I don't know what this stuff is. Tim, you ever seen anything like this?
No way, man. I'm gonna scream down the stairway. I'm gonna be like, Isabella, get up here. There's some like cool tech stuff up here that you should see.
What? So Isabella comes running up the stairs. And yeah, I'd like to take a look at what this weird tech stuff is that you have described. This weird circuitry instead of a pillow.
Like
can
a
I make
mind
heads or tails
control
of any of
station.
it?
But yeah, give me some sort of give me a calculate roll.
Calculate. Okay. I need to find another D6. I am one shy because I need several of them. Hold on.
While she's doing that, is there a window in this room?
I have more. I just need to find them.
That's a good question. Yes.
I was gonna say, if I look out, does that power line seem to be coming in?
It does seem to be coming into the house. Yes.
No, into this room particularly.
Oh, into this room in particular?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Go ahead,
I got
Isabella.
one success.
Okay. Yeah, you see, of course, you see all the lights and all the circuitry at the head of the bed. You see kind of like this plug-in portion of the of where where the pillow would be. You also see some cords that go up along the side of the wall and into the ceiling of the first floor.
Do I have any notion what this would be used for by looking at it?
It just looks like basic, like I want to say internet cable, but it's not like internet because it's the 80s. It's like
Right,
know,
but it's a data cable of some
yeah,
type.
it's some sort of data cable.
Huh. So this is sending information somewhere or receiving information from somewhere. But we're only on the second floor. I want to see what's on the third floor if it's going up there.
Okay, well there's another door up ahead on our right on the stairs, so we can go up there first.
Yeah, I want to see where this goes.
Okay. Is that where everybody's doing? Is that where everybody's going?
Someone want to check on Maria. Maria,
Oh my
you all right?
Fine.
Where are y'all? I got something to show you.
Come on up the stairs.
She goes up the stairs and is holding a letter in her hand. She's like,
What do you got?
oh my God, but Charlie got hit by a car and acted like nothing happened.
What?
And then apparently was like acting really weird and stuff, and his family doesn't know what to do with it. I think his dad wrote this, and she's going to show the letter to everybody.
That's really weird.
They must have scrambled his brains.
But like,
Interesting, but if he got ran over, then how can he be up and moving around? I mean, he didn't look like he was run over at school.
exactly, and it apparently, first off, I don't know who said you know who was driving the car. Like, what is that supposed to mean? But also, it says like Charlie doesn't even act like it happened. Like he gets upset whenever it gets brought up and stuff, and just avoids the subject completely.
Isabella, tell Maria what you found in his bed.
So there's this whole like really weird circuitry computer setup, and it looks like it's some kind of port and then some kind of
Oh my God,
data.
speak English.
No, I am speaking English. Why don't you learn how to speak it?
Speak what? What are you speaking? Nerd?
Look, there's a data cable that's going up to the third floor, and I want to see what's up on the third floor, because then maybe that'll make sense as to why this guy has a computer built into his bed, because that's weird but cool.
Is it?
Anyway, I'm going upstairs now. Goodbye.
Okay, so you're going upstairs. Is everybody going? Is everybody following?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna.
Or you
I was
guys...
gonna follow.
Totally.
I gotta follow Isabella.
All right. You go upstairs, and immediately there's like a library that a regular looking library, and like kind of another like lounge living area kind of area. There is two doors. There's one door that is immediately as soon as you go up the stairs, it's on your left, and then as you're standing in the living room library area, there's another door on the other side of that.
Which door would lead to being right over Charlie's room?
It would be probably. It's kind of hard to say.
Okay, well then I'll just go to the one on the left. It's
Okay.
not my house. I don't know which door goes where.
This would be you go into it, and it looks like a kind of like a arts and crafts room with it looks like something that probably Charlie kind of hangs out in, has all his his cool posters that are all the cool times from like the 80s. I'm trying to think of like some cool 80s references at the moment, but I can't think of any off the top of my head. He's got a Karate Kid poster.
That's a first for Doug to not be able to come out with an 80s reference like that.
I know. He's got a cool Karate Kid poster on the wall. He also
does he have any Transformers stuff up there, man?
Lots of Transformers.
Oh, now we're
Got
okay. Now
lots
we're
of
getting
GI
there.
Joes.
We're getting there. Yep.
Some He-Man.
He's. I mean, these are kind of stuff that he's kind of gone. He's grown up a little bit past these at this point, but he still thinks they're cool, so he has them displayed. And they're all meticulously displayed, by the way. So they're all like. They're all in order by like size.
Are they still in the box?
What's that?
Are they still in the box?
No, but the boxes are folded up very nicely and tucked away. You can see them on the side of the. So he still kept the boxes, but definitely didn't throw them away.
None of these Transformers are fighting each other.
Yeah, no, they're not.
Boring. Okay, this isn't what I want. So I'm gonna go open the other door.
Okay, so yeah, you open the other door, and that is a very large home office with multiple computers.
Yeah, see, this is my
Definitely
speed.
where you were wanted to go, I think. Yeah, and you see a whole bunch of, these are very large, massive cabinet computers with the big wheels on them. You also see a what is it, like a Commodore's? What is it? What's the big? What was the computer at the time? Was it the Mac?
No, you had like Tandy
That depends
1000.
Yeah, the Tandy.
on
That's
the
what I was
year
thinking
you're
of.
talking about. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tandy. Aw, that was my first home computer.
I had a Tandy
You see all sorts
1000.
of Tandy computers,
We
and
used to have a Tandy. We were always significantly behind the curve. So yeah.
So you see, DOS script going across the the screen in green.
What's it telling me?
It is.
What's it doing?
It is telling you at this point. System will be shut down. Failed. Override. System alarm. 45.76.98-1987- failed. Warning. Cognitive overload is imminent. All systems in danger. Burnout estimated within 48 hours.
Well, that looks bad.
That's because do you know what any of this means? Because this is all gobbledygook to me.
Well, I mean, I don't know what this program's supposed to do. I don't know what they're trying to do, but I mean, it certainly sounds bad.
And as you get close to the computer, it says unauthorized movement.
Oh.
Security alert. Security alert. Security alert, and it just keeps flashing security alert.
Huh.
Maybe it's like
Uh-oh.
Zork or something. It's a game.
I don't think it's a game.
Tim,
I think they probably have motion sensors in this room.
What are y'all doing in there?
Don't worry about it. It's smart people stuff.
Maria, why don't you come
You
with
and
me?
Chad can go somewhere else.
Maria, where are you at?
She's in the hallway.
Okay, so you're in that hallway in like the living room?
No, it's like the third story hallway, whatever it is.
Okay. In the hallway, you see a rather large picture, a family picture. It looks very similar to the one that you found in the locker room. That is, the picture of the three of them in front of a boat, called the. Let me find this here. I know it's here somewhere. The USS. Malevia.
Can you spell that?
It's Mileva.
I didn't spell it like that, but good enough for me.
Okay, I got it. Okay.
And it looks very similar to a lake that is close by that most people vacation at.
Would that lake happen to be Cape Horn?
No, that would be Lake Mead.
Lake Mead. Darn it, I was close. So I will join Maria out in the hallway and notice the picture, and then I'll pull out the photo.
Is there anything on the back of the photo? Flip it
I'll
over.
Turn it over, and nothing.
Yeah,
Anything.
it just says summer vacation, 1986. Mom, dad, and me. USS what did I say it was?
Melissa?
Levia. Levia, Cape Horn Marina.
Okay.
Or Lake Mead Marina, sorry.
All right. Hey, I know exactly where that's at.
Yeah, it's Lake Mead, right?
Yeah.
I've spent spring break there.
We should grab Tim and Isabella and head down there. Maybe the boat's down there.
Yeah, like maybe he's hiding out on the boat.
I think that's a great idea.
At this point, you hear sirens in the distance.
Oh my God, what is that?
Sirens.
I
What?
Like
don't know, but we should
police car
get out of
sirens.
here.
but I
Hey,
wanted to try to see what the program did.
Tim,
Just
is
give
it-
Nerds,
me
get out. Let's go.
Isabella, we
Give me-
got to go.
30 seconds. I just
No,
want to
let-
try to
got
see what
to-
this does.
We got to go now.
You all suck. I'm just. Is there any? Are there any like floppy drives or anything? Hanging out.
Give me a roll for give me, I guess, an investigate roll.
Investigate. Okay. I got nothing.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see anything.
Fine, then I'm gonna take this pen. I just grab a pen off the desk as they're
Alright.
dragging
That's
me
fine.
out of there.
Let's
It
go.
says, what does the pen say on it?
I don't know, what does the pen say on it, Mr. GM?
It says Lake Lake Mead Marina.
They give people pens. That's so nice. Okay.
Isn't that wonderful? I wonder if they got cabin or something up there, you know?
I wanted to get a better look at that system. You guys all suck. That was really cool. Nobody
Listen.
has that kind of computers in their home. This is really unusual.
I'm not
You
getting
guys
arrested
understand
because we broke into a house, okay?
that? Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Maybe there's some cool tech on the boat.
I really doubt it. Computers are really sensitive equipment. You wouldn't want to be getting them wet.
10-4, but there's you know those sonar things and you know the big
Yeah, like
antennas on top of them.
On like a navy vessel.
So as you guys are talking, you hear the sirens get louder and
Got
louder.
it.
Oh my God.
Getting
Let's go. Let's
Wait,
go. Let's go.
I'm gonna grab Maria's hand. I'm gonna grab, you know, Tim, and
I'm grabbing
start-
Isabella.
yeah. So
I'm
we
coming.
got like a
All right.
chain and dragging each other down the stairs.
What about Porky?
Uh,
You're
he was
seriously
here?
gonna try to steal the iguana?
He's really cool.
This is his house.
Yeah,
You have to.
Would
leave
I
him.
be able to pick up Porky?
I mean, you'd be able to pick him up. It would.
Oh my God, leave him here.
It would slow you down quite a bit.
It would.
To be
Uh,
wrangling a
I mean,
6
he's
foot long
like
iguana?
like a 70-pound iguana.
70
Leave?
pounds? That's,
Can,
I mean,
can
that's not
iguanas
bad,
get
but
up to 7
Leave
I
the
don't
lizard
know.
here. Ooh.
listen,
I am
listen, Tim.
pulling up
Tim,
the Wikipedia page on iguanas right
Yeah,
now.
tell me-
So
I already
why?
did. They get
Hold
as long
on,
as 7
Tim.
feet.
Tim,
They're like 8 pounds.
let's
No,
find
they're not.
Charlie.
If it's a blue iguana, it could be up to 30.
If we find Charlie and figure out what's going on, we can come back and play with Porky. Now's not the time.
So just at this, you hear the police car pull up right in front of the.
Oh my God,
in
we
front
gotta
of the
go.
house.
I'm gonna run out the back door and just like sort of like go into the backyard
Okay.
area. I don't know.
Where else is everybody? Where is everybody else?
Yes, we're
so
following.
is this backyard, is it fenced in or is it just bushes?
It's just bushes.
Oh, so we can pull a Ferris Bueller and like run through the backyards?
Oh yeah, you could. It's off by itself, so it's like you
80s
know.
reference.
So you hear the police officers come to the front door and radio into to dispatch. We're here. We're gonna check things out.
We're gonna be on foot because our bikes are out front, but let's
Oh my God,
move.
you left your bikes out in front?
Well, where else are we going to put them?
Chad, Tim.
So
Oh God.
one of the police officers goes around the side of the building. Where are you guys? What are you guys doing? Give me some sort of sneak. Everybody give me a sneak roll.
Oh no.
Oh. Oh.
Okay.
Ooh, I have some sneak, even though I only have a body of 2.
I have a body of 3 and
Or
no
if I have
sneak.
got a body of 1, never mind.
Hold on, I gotta get the good dice here. Right here.
I got 1 6.
Oh no.
Okay. So Tim,
Hold on.
Tim sneaks away. You got what's that, Maria?
Question. So when I re-roll everything, do I re-roll everything or is it?
Yeah, you can you re-roll everything. Now
Okay.
you do have luck points. Now let's explain luck
Oh,
points.
yeah.
Everybody has luck points that are their age minus 15. So you have that many luck points. So I think everybody probably has like 3 or 4 luck points in this session. Luck points you can use to re-roll without having to take a negative taking a condition or push your roll on the re-roll. So anybody that doesn't succeed on the first time, if you want to use a luck point, you can to try to negate getting a condition.
I'm using
Yeah.
a luck point.
Okay.
I'm definitely gonna spend a luck point, and I got 1 success.
I rolled 2 whole dice and got a success.
Nice.
Nice.
Well done.
Yeah. What did you roll on your reroll?
Oh, I haven't rerolled yet. Let me do
Okay.
that now. Oh, I got success. Yes.
Okay. So yeah, so you all sneak around the other side as this police officer is coming around one side. You sneak around the other, and you see that you creep around the other side. You kind of peek around the front of the house and see that the police officer is kind of checking things out. You could probably get to your bikes if you were really kind of quiet and quick about it.
Okay. Well, So there only one cop car?
There's one cop car, yes.
One or two cops?
There's two cops.
Okay, and they're both towards the back?
One of them's in front of the house, and one of them is walking around the side of the house to get to the back.
Okay. I think we could do this.
Hey, Chad, you thinking what I'm thinking? We should take the car.
Oh,
Wait,
I think
wait,
that would be a
wait.
very bad idea.
oh,
You could probably reach the pedals.
All
You're
right,
big
Yeah,
enough.
but that's
No,
how you
I-
get. You can't steal a cop car. That's how you get super arrested.
or I can distract them and like try to help them, like and if you need a distraction, I can probably distract them.
Let's try to get to our bikes, and then Maria, you stand by. If we need a distraction, well, you'll know when.
Okay, I'm gonna
Tim-
stay hidden then.
Okay, are Tim and Chad gonna just kind of sneakily get
Get the bikes. Yeah.
Okay.
I guess so.
Yeah. Yeah. You sneak. Where are the bikes in relation to the car? If you don't mind me asking.
I'd say we probably left them in, like, if there was a hedge right up there towards the front where the hedges are.
Okay. So yeah, you wait until the officer in the front is distracted, or maybe he got radioed by the other guy that the other officer that things were clear around back, and so he starts making his way around the back. You go grab the bikes and you kind of wave the girls over to you.
Maria, Isabella, come on, let's go.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna run over.
All right.
Jump
yeah,
on and just start booking it.
Start booking it. Awesome. So where are you guys headed?
To the lake Mead.
How
Going
far
to
is Lake
Lake-
Mead from here?
Lake Mead. It is on the whole other side of town.
It's a long ride.
So you have to go through town again to get to the marina. So as you're going through town, describe that to me. Just give me a little synopsis as to what that looks like. Are you guys still are you still riding on the pegs, holding on and going through town that way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you're going through town, you see, everybody from the small town that everybody waves and says, you see this old guy mowing his lawn. The lawnmower though looks a little bit different than a typical lawnmower. It's kind of like it's almost like a hovercraft.
Oh, like Eureka.
Yeah, it has like this blue light that circles around it.
Nice.
And it as he's pushing it along, it's definitely very futuristic and
Very cool.
And you see, someone's just driving along down the road. As you are about in the center of town, all of a sudden, power goes out again.
Okay, does it come right back on, or is this a longer outage?
It's a longer outage than before. And the gentleman that had the hover lawnmower, his machine just kind of sinks right down to just like falls right down onto the ground.
What? Weird.
That's really weird. It's not even plugged in.
Yeah, because it's futuristic.
It's like the Tesla power. It doesn't need to be plugged in.
All
So
of a
then-
sudden, as you guys notice that everything has kind of gone out again, the hover lawnmower comes back up.
Mhm.
It flashes blue, and then all of a sudden it stops and starts flashing red all around it.
That seems bad. Red's
then-
usually bad.
It just darts off into its own under its own power.
Oh, it's maximum overdrive.
Hey,
And the owner that is just standing there like, what?
So it took off.
Oh, yeah,
Which direction is it taking off in?
It looks like it's just taking off in a random direction. I don't know.
Okay.
Just down the street. It doesn't,
Okay. So let's just keep pushing on.
Dude, you've seen Short Circuit, man. Red means bad.
Oh, you're telling me. Remember that scene in Maximum Overdrive in the diner where the electric knife goes berserk and just like, yeah. I mean, that could have just happened just now. That's what that reminded me of. I thought we were going to have a mess on our hands.
Yeah. So you keep going to Lake Marina, the Lake Mead Marina. You get to the docks, and you see that the SS Malivia. I guess I don't know how to. I don't know.
Yes,
That's the one, Doug.
It is
That
out.
that one. That boat.
It's actually out, away from the docks and in the water, away from shore, and it's just floating there in the water. Does look like it's anchored though.
Okay, so it's anchored, but not attached to a mooring
Not
or anything.
attached to a
How are we gonna get to it?
Is there a dinghy?
You
I w-
said
I-
Bless
dinghy.
you.
I would like to put everyone in my dinghy.
Ew. No thanks.
No
That just
dinghy?
that sounds weird.
I mean, I'm willing to swim out there.
What's a dinghy?
A
The little
dinghy's
boat.
It's like
little
a,
boat.
you know,
Don't you say it, Tim.
Oh, Tim. Oh, Tim.
I thought that was like a canoe or like a raft or a kayak or whatever.
No, it's a small boat. That's what they use to get out to boats that are tied to like the mooring buoys. So like you see boats out in the marina, to get from the dock to their boat, they would have to take a little boat out to it.
Yeah, I thought that was called a boat.
But it's
My gosh, different types of boats are called different things, Maria. Come on.
That's so annoying.
well, we'll explain it some other time. Let's find a way to get out there. I'm sure you all want to get out there with me because you won't want to leave me out there alone, do you?
I don't know, man.
Oh.
Red lights are creepy. I want to go far away from the red lights.
Okay, well, it doesn't look like there's any red lights on the boat. There's no red lights on the boat, is there, GM?
No, you don't see any. You just see the boat.
The
Okay.
boat is not glowing, threatening red lights at us. That's good. That's a good thing.
So is there a small boat or canoe or like a
There-
log?
There is a rowboat.
A rowboat.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I'll do all the rowing, guys. All you got to do is enjoy the ride.
Is this a dinghy?
This is it's a dinghy.
I'm totally getting in the dinghy.
You should get in my dinghy.
Hey, Chad,
Can
look
you
at me.
please
I'm in
stop
the dinghy.
Can you please stop saying that? Chad, how about you just stop speaking and just row the boat?
So Chad gets in the boat, starts rowing.
Wait,
while
no,
everybody-
wait.
Wait,
Yeah,
We
let's get in.
we got to put my dinghy in the water first.
Oh my god.
Chad, stop speaking.
All right.
I get in the boat.
Yes. Same.
I once fell through the toilet seat once, Chad, and my dinghy went in the water too.
That's an oh my word, guys. They're my friends, folks.
We love you,
These-
Doug.
These are the people you willingly associate with.
You invited me, man.
All right, so you get in the boat and you start rowing towards the Malivia.
Okay.
And as you get closer to the boat, you see something coming towards you in the water.
Oh my
In
God,
the
what is
water,
that?
like submerged underneath.
Yes, it looks like there's ripples in the water, and it's definitely. And you also see some multicolored lights that are.
Are any of them red?
One of them is red. Yes.
Oh man, that's bad.
It's red, blue, green, yellow.
Tim, close your eyes.
And they just keep rotating in the water.
Okay.
Oh my
And
God, what is
as it gets
that?
closer, you see bubbles start to come up, and you see all sorts of you just see a lot of different robotic parts and like plastic bags and lights and movement, and it's just getting closer and closer to you.
Plastic bags like hanging from it, or
It looks like it was made out of these plastic bags.
I was gonna
Really?
do a PSA, but not polluting at this point.
that's what I was asking. Okay, so it's made out of some sort of plastic bag like material.
Like
I
that's
don't know,
part of its
man.
covering or something.
This
Okay.
is bogus. It's coming straight for your dinghy.
Oh my God.
Don't let it shock your dinghy.
I will. Does it seem threatening, or is it like?
Oh, it's definitely on a mission.
Threatening
It's
your
definitely
dinghy.
on a mission.
Okay.
How cold is this water, by the way?
I don't.
It's spring in Lake
Rob,
Reed,
just
so-
stop. Just stop right there.
This is. It's worse when you put us all in a room together.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
I don't like this thing. I don't like this thing that's coming at
All
us.
right.
This plastic bag.
What
But
would
what?
you like to do?
Row faster.
Chad, row
Well-
faster, Chad.
Okay,
I can.
Chad, give me some sort of move roll.
Put my
Okay.
hands in the water and like.
Oh, I get
Do
8.
you actually? I'll give you. So part of this, the rules are you can help in a scene, if you can give, and you can add +1 to the roll if you
Ooh.
can justify how you're helping.
I'm gonna paddle with my hands.
And if everybody helps, you can actually add up to +3. But if it's just,
I
just
don't
gonna be
think
Tim
Maria's
helping-
getting her hands wet.
Oh no.
I'll help.
Okay.
So you're
So-
gonna doggy paddle on the opposite side of Tim?
Sure.
Okay.
So
all right.
so Chad, you're gonna get a +2 to this roll. So give me a move roll +2.
All right. So for my body attribute, I got 5. For move, I got 3. So that's a total of 8 plus 2 dice.
+2 more.
Okay.
Damn.
If I don't get a success, there's something seriously wrong. Yeah. There's like, and that's without the extra roll. Yeah. So 2 successes.
Yeah, you see this like mechanical like tentacle come up out of the water,
Mm-hmm.
and it tries to reach for your boat.
Oh.
And you're just paddling just as fast as you can to get away from it. It reaches out and just it misses the boat completely. And since you rolled 2, I'll say that yeah, you power past it, and you get to the boat before it does any kind of, it kind of apprehends you
Okay.
before it does.
Ah.
I
Oh.
Was that?
I will first assist Maria into the boat so she doesn't have to worry about the nasty, yucky things.
Thank you.
Okay, so you're getting into the Malevia or whatever it is.
It's
Melville?
better than being on the dinghy.
Sure.
I will toss Isabella up on the deck next,
Ah.
followed by Tim,
Woo!
and then myself will climb on board.
Did you approach the boat from the back? I'm guessing. I'm guessing that that's how you're getting onto the back of
Yeah.
getting onto the back of the boat.
Yeah, sure.
So you just see, it's a typical sailboat.
Mhm.
You can go down into the cabin below. The sails are of course
Ooh.
up, but they're not, they're not like in any kind of position to take on wind or whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah, you don't see anybody outside on top of the boat though.
Okay. So no one on the deck. What is the robotic thing doing?
It is, since it's just kind of bobbing about your little dinghy,
Mhm.
your
Okay.
rowboat, and just kind of scoping everything out, and yeah, and now it's just gonna kind of swim off.
All right. So there's nothing up here let me be the first to head down into the underbelly of this thing before anyone else goes down.
I am 100% okay with that.
Get
Yep,
out your hockey stick.
I got it.
Okay.
you go for it, Chad.
I
You
believe
go.
in you, Chad.
So I grab my
I don't
hockey
believe
stick.
in you, but go for it anyway.
Hush, nerd.
So yeah, you go down in, and you're immediately greeted by a woman down in the cabin.
Is she hot?
She's average temperature. So
About 98.6.
That was good. That was good.
How did he take the temp, though?
Yeah.
she is not suffering from COVID-19.
No
Not-
fever. She's
Not
good.
today.
Not,
Okay.
not funny. Not too soon. Too soon. Yeah, you see, she's kind of startled that you walk in. And
Mhm.
she's like, young man, what are you doing here?
We're looking for our friend Charlie. This is his parents' boat.
Oh, you're friends of Charlie's?
Yes.
Have you seen him?
No, we're looking for him. You haven't seen him?
I'm Christine. I'm Charlie's mother.
Okay.
Then who's Rebecca?
We don't know yet.
That's no. She says out loud. Like,
Oh,
so
Maria is following
yeah, I'm
behind me.
behind. Yeah.
So Christine says, Rebecca, I used to work with Rebecca. Rebecca
Ooh.
Rebecca is a friend of ours.
Okay, and she's just gonna walk back up.
You're gonna walk back up to the top of the boat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was Rebecca and Charlie close at all?
You could say that. Yeah, you could definitely say that.
That's a weird answer.
Like how? Like friends? Should take him to baseball games.
Okay, so
I mean, I take my little bro Tim all the time. You know.
Chad, are you the only one down here?
Maria said she went back up, so
Okay, is anybody else, or is everybody else up in the?
I would have followed him down.
Okay. So she looks at Chad and she looks at Tim and she's like, we're just so worried about Charlie, and you see, Charlie's father and I.
you cut out, Doug.
Oh, sorry. So she looks at Chad and Tim, and she says, Charlie's father and I, we can't have kids, so we built Charlie with the help of Rebecca.
Built Charlie?
You
That
see,
would explain the
Wait.
the
What?
bed in his bedroom.
Cut out again.
parts that You know what?
Ixnay on the bedroom, dude.
you see, there's just so many different parts, and they were just gonna be scrap, and Rebecca said that she could put them to use with this project that she had going on, and she could help us become a family.
Is that how
Wait,
Charlie got
well-
hit by a car and didn't die?
How did you know about that?
Wait. He's a robot?
Well, we don't like to call him a robot. We just like to call him.
Call him what?
You keep cutting out, man.
And I do. That's weird.
There's also like a weird like echoey on somebody's stuff.
There we go. It's gone.
We just call him
It was
we don't
Doug.
call him a robot. We call him just an artificial human.
The robot. That is awesome.
That is super cool. Does he have mind control powers?
No, but he was acting very strange after he got hit by the car.
Oh, well, he probably like has a short circuit somewhere. Those types of circuits are really fragile. Getting hit by a car would totally mess
Oh.
them up.
Honey,
Christine.
honey, Charlie's friends are here. Arnold, come here.
I'm gonna head back down. Now
It's
that I
not
hear
a
screaming.
tumor.
Um,
Well, Christine, Charlie panicked this morning, and there was an incident at school. That's why we've been looking for him, and he ran off.
I hope nobody got. Did anybody get hurt?
Our Spanish teacher.
Is she okay?
The giant robot fell on her.
We don't
Yeah.
want Charlie taken away from us. We were afraid that something like this was happening. I confronted Charlie about how weird he was acting, and he just took off. And he kept saying that he was like going to save humanity, and that
What? From
and that
what?
humanity was in danger, and that he wasn't going to fall for our tricks anymore, and that we were just part of a cult trying to trick him.
Can Charlie
don't
control
understand.
giant robots?
What's that?
Can Charlie control giant robots?
I don't know, but he's been acting very weird. And at this moment, a large, a gentleman walks in, and he's, not shaven, very disheveled. You can just tell he hasn't slept in a few days. And he comes into the cabin from the other side, and says, Christine, I finally was able to get a read on the output that I was able to make sense of all the output that Charlie was giving off the last time we did his readings. It looks like his systems are just working at overload capacity, and at this rate, if he keeps going, he's just going to burn out, not survive.
Hey, do you guys have one of those things on Charlie? It's Isabella. What's those things when something goes missing? You can search for it.
A tracker?
Yeah, one of those things. Do you have one of those on Charlie? Can you track him?
I think maybe Rebecca might have programmed him with one. I don't know.
So you guys have no. What are you guys doing out here on the boat?
And that's when Arnold says, "Follow me. Come here. Take a look at this." And he opens the door from the cabin into this other room. And inside this other room off the cabin is this big computer room that it's totally not usual for a
For a sailboat.
Not a thing that you expect to find in here.
And he's just like, I've been trying to decrypt all the readings that we got from Charlie over the last few days, and I just can't make any sense of it up until just a few moments ago.
That's when Maria starts coming down. She's like, where did y'all go again? This boat is so small.
And
It's
that's
bigger
when
on the inside.
Christine pokes her head from the door, and she's like, "We're in here, darling. Come on in."
Oh, okay. Oh my God, Isabella, it's like your dream.
It is. I'm super excited. This looks amazing.
Also,
Why is this on a boat? Wait, this seems like a bad plan. What if it gets wet in here?
Fine, it's waterproof.
What? How did you do that?
Wait a minute. And this is when Arnold says, wait just a second. I'm getting an odd reading. Look. You know how you said Charlie might be controlling things?
Yeah.
Did you guys see some weird electrical interference while you were?
Yeah, lawnmower went rogue.
Oh, and there was this plastic bag tentacle monster in the lake.
There was
that's
that.
Yeah, that's Champy. She's our watchdog.
Champy?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
You have a robot for a watchdog?
Yeah.
Is this something common?
Well, we made her because we didn't want, we weren't sure who was going to try to. Once people found out that we were stealing, scrap parts from the facility, from the loop, we knew we'd be in trouble.
Wait,
We just
so
want to have a family.
is Porky a robot too? Is that why he's so big?
You saw Porky?
We went by our house to see if Charlie was home, and we kind of broke in, and we kind of saw his bed, and we kind of found a letter, and we were looking at his computers, and we saw all of his transformers that were like lined up, and it was really creepy. And then the cops came, but we got out of there, and then a lawnmower went crazy. It went from blue to red, and then we came here, and before that, Charlie had run off because he was mumbling to himself, and a dart had fallen on our school, and it was really crazy. And I just want to know what's going on because it's all so wicked cool.
I love it.
So that's when Arnold just kind of looks at you like kind of like blankly and says, "Yeah, I think I think Charlie's the one interfering with all the electrical output for the town."
I knew it.
Okay, so possibly if we find Rebecca, we might be able to find Charlie.
That's probably a good chance.
And where should we look for this Rebecca person? Does she have a last name?
Yes, this is Dr. Carson.
Carson.
Yep. Last I knew, she was in this bunker. You see, Rebecca kind of has her own way of thinking.
Is she a robot too?
Do tell.
Rebecca doesn't. She used to work with us at the Loop.
Mm-hmm. You went out again.
Rebecca has her own
There we go.
way of thinking. She used to work with us at the Loop, but she doesn't want a world filled with war and with weapons and lies. And she just wants to make the world a safer place to bring up kids and give them a bright future. So she decided to leave and live on her own.
Where did she go to? You went out again.
Douglas, your thing is not working, man.
Fix your dinghy, Doug.
Now we can hear you.
Let me just. There we go. How's that? Is that better?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Last I knew, she was at this this bunker on the edge of town. Let me draw you a map, and she draws you a map as to where you might be able to find her.
Okay.
And then she hands it over to you, Chad, and says, if you go to these you'll probably see some sort of round metallic door. Just
okay.
Go through that, and you'll be fine.
There's no like weird plastic bag monsters there too, right?
I don't think so. I mean, we built Champy, so we didn't get any help from Rebecca on that.
Okay. Is there anything that we can do here for you guys before we leave?
Just if you see Charlie, tell him that we love him and that we just want him to get help.
Okay.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
Maybe even tell him to go see Rebecca.
Okay. Are there any supplies or anything on the boat that we could have to take with us that might be of use?
What are you looking for?
I'm not sure 100%. I have a hockey stick. What would be on a boat? I mean, the lifesaver. Tim, do you want the lifesaver ring?
Did you have any like guns or swords?
Oh my
Or like
god, really?
spy gadgets?
Tim, really?
We're no, we don't have any of that. But I do have this flare gun if you'd like a flare gun.
I'll take a flare gun.
No, I will hold on to that, Tim.
You're not.
I will hold. I know. Big bro, no fun.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll take a flare gun just in case. Isabella, is there any tech down here that she could possibly use?
Tech's not super mobile right now.
Who
Well,
knows?
some-
Yeah, but we don't know what they have invented. So
Well, do you have something I could use to help track him? Do you have a mobile thing?
Not
Or is this all-
anything from here. I mean, all of our tech is in this room right here.
Yeah,
This
it's
is our
all.
mobile works. This is our workstation right here.
Yeah, it's mobile because it's on a boat. I can't
Yeah.
take the whole boat with me, guys.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Okay.
where's all like the weapons and lies and stuff?
They don't have that stuff.
They said that that's what the loop does. It's all weapons and lies.
But they. Nah,
So does anyone need to use the powder room before we go, Maria? Do you need to touch up any makeup or anything?
I have my stuff here, and she like has a little like purse, but it's like a tiny little backpack purse, and she's like just like pulling the straps.
Oh, that
Okay.
reminds me. I'm gonna take Oscar out and just flip my pocket inside out and just like put him back in.
Ew! Inside the boat, you could do that over the edge.
Well, I just thought of it now. What if I forgot? I don't want
Oh my
poop
god! You
sitting
could
in there
just
for
wait
a while.
like 5 seconds and like, God, now there's rat poop in their cabin.
Well, it's not in my
Thingy.
pocket anymore.
All right.
Oh
So
my god, Tim!
So I
Chris-
will. Yeah, go ahead.
Christine and what's the father's name? I'm
Arnold.
sorry. Arnold.
Arnold.
Arnold. Is there anything else before we head out that you need to tell us?
Just tell Rebecca that we said hi and that
Okay.
we hope that she can help you guys.
Okay. Let's head out, guys.
All right,
Oh,
thank you,
and-
Mr.
and
and Mrs.
I'll-
Charlie's parents.
And I will program Champy so that she doesn't attack you on your way out.
That would be wonderful.
Yeah,
And all of a
that'd be
sudden,
good.
Arnold swings around and starts typing away at the different computers. And he's typing all the DOS commands to make sure that
Also, you
Champy-
kind of like left Porky by themselves, so like, I don't know if that lizard is gonna be okay on its own.
Oh, Porky will be fine. We put
Okay.
out a food dish for him.
A bowl
Okay.
of flies.
Yeah.
It's the biggest iguana I've ever seen.
So yeah, so you guys get back in the boat, go towards the map, the handwritten map that Christine, Charlie's mom, gave you.
Yep.
Yeah, you get on the other edge of town.
Oh my gosh!
all
All the way
you guys
through
just
town
going
again.
All over the town.
Good thing all those workouts and protein bars and
Yeah, you're like so strong.
so strong. Yeah, check out these calves and thighs, man.
Oh my god, look at them.
Yeah.
They're so big.
And I'm gonna lean over to Isabella and be like, sometimes at night he'll stand in front of the mirror and he'll like flex his glutes and he'll be like, "Oh yeah, Maria, you like these?"
That is disgusting. You're gonna make me throw up.
I know, right?
Ugh. What is wrong with people?
So yeah, you guys get to the edge of town. You kind of walk through this little like this little foresty area, and you go up above this little knoll. And up as you go over the other side of the knoll, you see this this little hillside with a metallic door in it.
Shave and a
Oh.
haircut.
Shaving a haircut. To be.
You just knock on the door.
Yeah, man. That's what you do.
It's a very large metallic door, almost like a bank door type of thing.
Bump, 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 bump.
While
Bum,
Tim's
bum.
knocking, is there a control panel?
Yes, we'll say there is.
Is Isabella to have the things?
I'll look at it. I mean,
I'm assuming that it's got at least one flashing light somewheres.
Yeah. It's it's like a keypad, but it's got like all these different lights on it, and
Don't touch the
Sure.
red ones.
I
yeah,
want
give
to
me
try
some
to get
sort of-
in.
Give me some sort of roll for that, Isabella.
All right. Would that be
Whatever you want it to be.
Tinker or Program?
Whatever. What do you
Ooh.
want to give it?
A dinghy.
Whichever one gives you the most dice.
Ah, put the dinghies.
We gotta stop. We gotta stop
Giggity.
with the dinghies.
All right, no more dinghies. No more
No more-
dinghies.
No more
all
dinghies.
the
What
dinghies.
are you rolling?
We're
right
on
now?
dry land. I'm rolling. I'll do tech and program. I think that
Okay.
there must be like a universal override key for these.
Sure. Okay.
Is
1,
what-
2, 3, 4.
I literally just threw one of my dice on the floor. I don't know. It's like gone forever, but I got a success in the ones that I did roll. So
Okay. So yeah, there's this red light on it. You feverishly punch some buttons and type in some commands. All of a sudden, the red light turns green, and you hear the bolts inside the door. It just kind of they like withdraw, and you can you could tell that it's probably free to open at this point.
It should be open now. Go for it, Chad. It still looks like a very heavy door.
So you open it up. It's very
Not bad for a 10-year-old, Isabella.
You can tell it's not well lit. You can kind of see in the distance all these little like robotic things moving around. And then they're just kind of like, you can hear all these gears and you can kind of see in the shadows kind of this movement going.
Of course. I will step in and
It's kind of creepy.
say we're here for Dr. Carson.
So
Dr. Rebecca Carson.
As you step in and start to speak, all the movement stops.
Oh my God, Chad, what did you do?
And I will put my hand out so nobody, kind of signal to everyone else, just don't come in just yet. Okay, the motion stops. Anything else happen?
Nope.
I'll take a few steps forward and repeat. We're here looking for Rebecca Carson. Dr. Rebecca Carson on the whereabouts of Charlie.
Just silence.
Paging Dr. Carson.
We found your dinghy. All right, I will enter the room fully and just like start looking around maybe.
All of a sudden you see in the shadows in front of you these bright yellow glowing eyes.
Of course.
One which looks kind of human-like and one that looks very robotic.
Mm-hmm.
And as you step closer to it, it comes out of the shadows, and it's like this infant-sized doll that's half robotic, and its head is half doll-like and half robot.
Mm-hmm.
It picks up its arms and says, "Mama!"
No!
And it starts
ew.
walking towards you.
Ew. Ew.
Guys,
no!
it's perfectly fine. The lights aren't red.
I don't think so. Are you gonna be its
No.
mama, Tim?
Do I get to keep it?
Maybe.
Dude,
Okay.
shoot it with the flare gun.
What?
Well,
No, it's the size of a baby. Just kick it out of the way.
I will panic a little bit and pull out the flare gun and point it at it.
It looks at you when you do that. It just it takes a second, and you can see some of the gears in the side of the head that's exposed, like the robotic part that's exposed.
Mm-hmm.
And it just, all of a sudden it says, "Baby sad."
I don't know what to do with this.
Wait, all right, wait, put the flare gun down, man. I'm gonna run up. I'm gonna pick it up.
Okay, I will lower the flare gun and let Tim
So,
touch
so
it.
Tim rushes over to it and tries to pick it up. Is that what you do?
Yeah.
That's what you're doing? All right. While you're picking it up, it literally takes its great big robotic arms and reaches around you and starts to hug you really, really like it doesn't know the force of its hug.
Oh, we love you, baby. Please don't be sad.
Yeah, you are now like totally like
I thought this was
contained
infant-sized.
by this robotic infant baby robot.
I thought it was
And
baby sized.
It's definitely constricting your arms, and now it's actually making it harder for you to breathe.
Apparently, it's a super baby.
There's been too much love in this baby.
It just says, "Mama."
Isabel, you
Yeah.
wires and gears. And
I'm gonna try to see if I can get, since it's already holding on to Tim, I'm gonna try to get around behind it and see if I can
Okay.
find any wiring that I could pull to get it to stop.
Baby, Mama loves you, but you're hurting her.
Oh my god, ew.
They don't listen
Tim,
when you say
Tim,
that.
get
to
rid of
them.
it.
No, they don't.
And now it's like you actually are like lifting it up off the ground, and its little legs are kind of like kicking as it's got its arms around you, squeezing you.
Okay, this I guess would be a tinker.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, tech and tinker.
Guys, I'm gonna spew.
I'm trying. And I got 2 successes.
All right.
Ooh.
Yeah, you see that there's like this back panel on it, and you see some sort of wires and lights that are exposed once you take the back panel off.
Okay.
But it's
So-
still latching on to.
I'm
pretty good.
frantically pulling at wires and trying to get it to stop.
And it says,
No! Stop doing the thing you're doing.
and then all of a sudden its eyes turn red.
Oh.
Ah,
Oh.
you did the wrong thing.
I
Yeah,
will
you just-
run over and pry its arms open.
Okay, give me a force.
Yep. 1 success.
Yeah, you're able to grab both of the arms and just kind of give a little bit of breathing room to Tim.
Yeah,
Tim, why
at
don't
least
you
he
give
can
me-
take a breath.
Yeah, so Tim, why don't you give me a force roll and see if you can kind of get free of.
I guess that's 1 die.
Is it 1 die?
That's 1 die.
All right.
You're being a very bad baby. I got a 1.
Okay. Do you want to re-roll it? Do you want to push it? Do you want to use a luck point?
I'm gonna use a luck point.
Okay.
I got a 3. I'm
Okay.
not.
Yeah, you're still pretty well, contained with these arms. At this point, you see a woman come from the other room, and she's like, "What's going on in here?"
Bad baby, very bad baby.
Oh, wait, and then she takes out like this data pad, and she like starts punching in all these different commands and everything, and all of a sudden the baby, the mutant or the robotic baby just kind of all of a sudden just shuts down and falls onto the floor. I'm awfully sorry about that.
Tim, are you all right?
There's just too much love in that baby.
Oh my god, your baby just tried to kill my friend. How dare your baby?
We totally broke into your bunker, but how dare your baby try to kill my friend?
What are you kids doing here? You
Oh, we're
aren't
trying to look
supposed
for
to be
Charlie.
here. You're looking for who?
We're
Charlie.
looking for Charlie. His parents sent us your way.
I don't believe you. Why
Are
would
you
you be looking
Are
for
you
Charlie?
Dr. Carson?
I am.
Rebecca Carson.
Yes.
I have a
And
letter
you've
for
wor-
you.
you
And
worked
so, like,
with,
she hands her the letter.
Okay.
That's actually a good idea. Great.
So she looks at it and she's like, "Where did you get this?"
From Mr. and Mrs. Charles' parents. I don't know their names. I wasn't there whenever they told us their names.
They're on a boat protected by some kind of like plastic bag tentacle monster with all these computers in there. And they gave us a flare gun and they told us to come find you because Charlie's missing. He got hit by a car, but he didn't die. And he's acting all sorts of weird. And there's like,
Oh
weird
yeah, we
ripples
know he's a
coming out of his
robot.
head.
Yeah, we know he's a robot. He's
No,
malfunctioning.
a robot.
Yeah, they told us.
And that
No,
you
that
helped
I-
build
you-
him.
So you know that I built him.
Yes.
Yes.
Hence why we're here. Oh,
We thought maybe he would come here.
we also thought that you might be able to the gizmo, Isabella, the thing.
The tracker.
Yeah, like, did you put a tracker on him so that you keep dibs on him?
Well, I didn't build him with a tracker, no, because we wanted to give him his own free will. And what kind of free will would that be if we had some sort of tracking device on him?
Can Charlie like control other robots?
I mean, he's robotic, so if he were to find a way to tap into the network that everybody is on, there might be a way.
Because a dart tried to break into our school this morning, and then the power's been going on and off, and some dude's lawnmower went crazy and turned red and just like flew off by itself.
Mm.
And then your baby tried to give me a really big hug. And at first it was like, okay, its eyes were yellow, but then they turned red, and then it got
that might
scary.
have
Yeah.
been my fault though, Tim. I was kind of trying
Did
to
you-
pull his wires out.
You tinkered with my baby.
I tried
Well,
to give
he
him a
was
hug.
trying to kill Tim.
Just trying to be affectionate.
It was overly affectionate.
There is no.
Tim couldn't breathe. He
Yeah.
was gasping for air.
This world needs more affectionate people in it, even if it's just.
But there'd be less people in it with that kind of affection.
This is true.
I
I don't know what else to say to that, but yeah, this is true.
She sees the reason of my argument.
Well, I don't have anything that would probably track Charlie, but if I were Charlie, I would go to the source of the network.
Where's the source of the network?
Well, where does everything plug into?
Oh,
Loop?
All these.
yeah.
The loop-de-loop.
The loop.
Yeah, that's what I said. The loop-de-loop.
I
No,
thought
it's
the loop
just
was
the
filled with like lies and weapons and stuff.
Chad.
Well,
It's just the
It
loop.
is. You don't know the government.
not
The
the
government
loop,
would
the loop.
definitely. The government definitely has things that I don't think are appropriate.
It's like a
So-
shadow conspiracy.
Why would Charlie want to go there?
Well, if you were going to fight off humanity, wouldn't you go to the most powerful resource that you could have available?
All
But
right.
Charlie's mom said he wanted to like save humanity.
He wanted to save humanity?
Maybe that
Yeah.
was like before he got hit by the car.
Because Charlie wants to save humanity.
Well, maybe his mom's just being optimistic.
How do we stop Charlie? How do we?
Well,
Like
here I have a remote destabilizer that you could use. And she hands you like this remote control object. It's got all these different buttons and readouts on it, and it's got like this little antenna, and it almost looks like a walkie-talkie almost, but like.
I
fatter
take a
with more
quick look
buttons.
at it and I go, "Yeah, Isabella, this is yours.
Oh, okay.
It's all you. Buttons, flashy lights.
Do I have an idea of how to use this thing when I look at it?
She explains to you that this only works on objects that she's built, and because they all work on a certain wavelength, because she doesn't want them to work on the same wavelength as the items that are controlled from the loop.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
And she gives you pretty much explains to you when you get close to an object to push this button to turn it on and to turn it off, and whoever has it, you get a bonus of +2
Okay.
to roll.
There you go.
Just,
Nice.
Perfect.
Just so you know that whoever
Plus
wants to,
2 disruptor thingy. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll write that down.
Disruptor thing. You like it?
Yeah, actually, I have a quick question, Doug. It says my rat gives me +2, but +2 to what?
Rat related checks.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I guess it would be to like trying to think of how your rat would. There is a way for your like prized item to help you in a certain situation. So maybe if you were trying to like use your rat to like sneak something in.
I get like a +2 rat roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess however you could fit the rat into a situation, you would get +2 to that roll.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So
Is what's in your opinion, Rebecca?
yes.
What's the best way we can get into the building? Like, do you have any security passes or anything like that we could take with us?
I would say I don't have any security passes, no.
Okay.
But if I were you, I would go towards the west section of the loop. That is where the cooling towers are, and that's kind of where the exhaust. That's where they keep all it's pretty. It's probably the least guarded part of the loop.
Okay. And we can gain access through the exhaust, possibly.
Yeah, I would say through the cooling towers would probably be the easiest way to get access to the loop.
Okay. All right, gang. I think we have about all we need here. Does anybody need anything before we head out?
No.
I've got my disruptor. I am good to go.
I'm good. I just don't want to go near that baby again.
That's fair. I see Doug's mouth moving, but we didn't hear any sound coming out of it.
I don't know if it's working. Is it working now?
Yeah.
Yes.
I asked if you wanted to bring baby with you.
Oh.
No.
I'm good on that.
No.
So she then she's like, "All right, children, good luck. Make sure to tell Charlie if you could convince Charlie to come here, and I would run diagnostics with him, and I would be glad to fix him."
We'll do our best.
All right. And she reaches down and picks up the infant baby robot and
Creepy baby robot.
baby robot and starts to attend to the panel in the back and she brings the baby into the other room.
All right. I guess it's off to the loop that we're on our way.
Off we go.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Back on the bikes again.
Back on the bikes.
As you go across town, now everything is turned off, and for a very long duration of time, there are cars that have just gone dead.
Stopped.
Yeah, in the middle of the streets. And you know where the cooling towers are because they're very well seen because they're way up high in the air. And you see that there is a fence around the cooling towers.
Okay. All right. So the fence, we get up there, look for some sort of entry point.
Give me some sort of roll for that. Give me an investigate roll.
Okay.
Somebody.
I'm not actually.
What
No,
is investigate? Oh, I'll do an investigate roll. I got a good one. I could do five dice on that.
Yeah, go for it, Tim.
We got this.
Gonna do it.
You're observant.
I got 2 1s and a 6.
You got a 6. All right. Yeah, you see a part of where the fence has actually been cut open, just about the same size as most of you guys.
Dude, bet you like Charlie cut his way in here. He's probably got like a plasma torch in his finger or something, and he could just like bzzz, right down.
First
How
of
many
all,
comic books do you read?
Lots.
It shows.
first of all, finger torch, cool.
Yeah.
Second, can we see like after whatever went through, is there a trail at all? Or is it like pavement on the other side?
No, it's like a grassy field with these 2 rather large towers that they're like almost like silos, but they're really tall and they've got lights and there is a ladder up one of them.
Okay. So let's head over in that direction. See if we can find our way in.
As you get close to one of the towers, up above there is like this almost like this round walkway with a railing, and up above you see some movement and you see a figure up moving around on top of one of the cooling towers.
Ooh, okay. So we got to be careful not to be seen. Is there any door access on the at the base that we can see?
No. You just see the ladder that goes
Okay,
up to the
so
top.
we are going to have to sneak up the ladder potentially.
Oh, okay. That looks kind of high. This seems.
Are you nervous?
I mean, no, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
You sure? All right.
No.
Well,
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Maria, are you good with this?
I'm fine with that.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't want you to break a nail or anything.
I think that'll be okay. And also, I got a nail file in here, so I should be able to recover.
Okay. Tim, you good?
Good. I'm just wondering now, do you think Charlie is like that girl in Metroid and he can get like different upgrades by like picking stuff up? So maybe he's got like plasma cutter fingers, but then he can jump and like spin really fast and like break into things.
Oh,
You're so creative, Tim. Like, you just really just reach for things, and it's fascinating what you come up with.
I believe that's a sentiment of admiration.
Oh, you missed my tone. I'm sorry.
Okay. So I will take lead and begin to climb the ladder.
Okay, I need you all to give me a sneak roll.
A sneak roll.
Of course.
Sneak roll.
Sneak.
Sneak is body. Oh,
Yes, it is.
It's just body. For me, at least.
You got 2 6s and a 4.
Spending a luck point.
Yeah.
Got a success. One success. No ones or anything.
I spent a luck point and still failed.
Okay.
Spending a luck point. Oh, I passed.
Okay. So you all, the three of you, actually start up the ladder, no problem. Unfortunately, Isabella slips and falls, and
I knew this was gonna happen.
causes quite a bit of commotion.
Ah!
And as she does that, you see a head up above the ladder look down at you, and it's a familiar face, though. It's Charlie.
Charlie.
And Charlie says, "Get out of here now. I know that you're out to get me and us."
Charlie, we're here to help you.
No, you're not.
Charlie, your parents are worried about you.
Oh my god, Porky's worried about you.
What's that?
Porky is worried about you.
Yeah, well, guess what? I know you're all part of the conspiracy to ruin mankind.
What?
Dude, there's a conspiracy. I knew it.
Me and all the minds know that.
Minds.
Yes,
Oh, it just-
minds.
Attitude.
Dude, did you do the
We are
thing with
not
the dart
following.
at school?
I should have known from day one at school that you were all out to you were all part of the conspiracy.
No.
No, Charlie. Charlie, we're here to help you. We've been all over town looking for you. We're worried.
To you.
Do you remember Dr. Carson? She built you with
Yes.
her own 2 hands. She programmed you.
She's like really worried about you.
Arnold and Christine, they love you. They cared for you.
Yeah, your parents
No.
like are worried about you too.
Do you remember the accident?
I'm not falling for your tricks. And at this point, he stands up.
Mhm.
He reaches up behind him, and he stands straight up. And all of a sudden, these blue sparks
Ew.
start appearing at the top of the coolant tower,
Mm-hmm.
and they start like almost
Arcing
like
down.
arcing down towards his hand, and then he takes his other hand and points it towards this field, and in the field you see like this like pile of like robotic machinery that has probably been like probably been there for 10 to 20 years, and it's got all these like plants and weeds growing up around it, and all of a sudden the machinery starts sparking blue, and it starts moving and coming to life, and all of a sudden it takes part of the sod and the grass up with it, and it starts like standing up, and it just starts like forming into this weird like kind of robotic figure, almost like Iron Giant, only with grass and sod all over it that's falling off of it as
Which
as
out of game is pretty cool.
Yeah.
In game is terrifying.
Yeah.
Can
Especially
I,
when you're only 10 and on the ground and everybody else is on a ladder above you.
Can I try to empathize with Charlie?
Sure.
Be like,
we're gonna give at this point we're going to we're just gonna do the massive showdown, I guess is what we're
apparently.
Let's give me some sort of role for, tell me what everybody wants to do, and how you want to reason with Charlie, or how do you want to finish this out. And I'm going to tell you the target number of successes that you all are going to have to hit in order to make this succeed. Yeah, so tell me what each player does at this point.
I'm going to basically just recount to Charlie our day and how we were worried about him, and how we saw the dart, and how we went to his house, and how we broke in and we played with Porky, and we found the computer with the error messages and the message, and then we found his mom and made it past the bag monster and talked to the robot, or talked to Rebecca, and I got hugged by like a giant baby and I almost died, and all because we were worried about him and what was going on. And we understand that like not everybody from the loop is trustworthy, but his parents love him and Rebecca loves him, and they just want to see him safe and sound, and they wish to help him do whatever it is that he needs to do.
Like connect with him kind of on and you want to empathize with him and try to become like connect to his human side.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Chad, what do you want to do?
Well, first thing I would do is holler down to Isabella to remind her of the diffuser device that she has.
Oh, I didn't forget about it. Don't you worry.
So I will just holler that down, but I will still climb to like get up there on the platform with Charlie. And I assume that Tim's like following behind me talking to Charlie about all this stuff. But I'm going to keep Tim behind me on the platform so he can poke his little head out the side, but just so that I could block him if Charlie does go for anything. But I will too also kind of keep empathizing with him if I can.
What is Maria going to do in this final showdown?
She's going to try to charm him and like try to persuade him that she may think it's just conspiracy, but there's people that actually like really care for him, and he needs to realize that and try to care for them as well, because like everybody should start caring for each other, and like he should really know that they care for him. And yeah.
Okay. And Isabel, what are you gonna do in this scene?
I have my disruptor at the ready.
Okay.
And if Charlie does not respond to everyone talking to him, I am not afraid to use it. But I will give them a chance to try to talk to him first. Other than that, I'm just going to try not to get stepped on by a giant robot.
That sounds good. Okay, so everybody give me a roll as to...
roll to avoid getting squashed by a giant robot.
Isabella, you wait just a moment for,
I'll wait.
For this roll. Chad, Tim, and Maria each give me a roll for whatever you're going to use to try to play out that in the scene.
I'm charming, so I'm going to use that.
I am empathizing, so I've got 7 dice for that total.
By the way, I need 8 successes total in order for this.
I'm using 8 dice, so I feel you on the...
Okay.
My rat help me empathize. So look at my cute rat. He's so cute. No. All right.
Yeah.
Look at Doug's
All right. I'm going to empathize, but I only got 3 dice, so here we go. Well, that's one success on my end.
I've got one. I can push it, but I've got 3 ones here that I don't want to.
That's fine. You can re-roll them, but any ones that pop up the second time are going to be bad.
All right, I'm gonna re-roll those. Okay, I got no successes in 1-1, but I'll spend a luck point to. Does that re-roll everything or just the one?
Did you already re-roll once?
Yes.
Okay, you can't re-roll again.
Okay, so I just basically have 1 success
You
then.
have 1 success. Okay.
I'm going to push myself.
What about you, Chad?
I only had 1, so that
Okay, so you
we've
only
got
have
2
successes?
total.
Okay. How many, Maria?
I'm gonna have 1, but I'm gonna push myself forward to see if.
Okay.
I got 2 more, so that's 3 overall.
Okay, so you have a total of 5 successes right now.
Mhm.
All right, so yeah, you all 3 of you are trying to empathize and talk Charlie down. It looks like it's somewhat having some sort of effect. He's kind of he's you can see in his eyes that he's thinking about various things that he's encountered in his parents and Porky and
So he's having like an internal struggle.
yeah, he's having a very, very hard internal struggle. At this point, go ahead, Isabella. Give me your role.
All right. If he hasn't totally stood down yet, I'm going to try to use the disruptor to get him to stop what he's doing.
Okay.
I guess that's a tech roll?
Yeah, I would say probably tech, maybe program.
Okay.
Tinker? I don't know. You tell me what. I don't think it's calculate.
No, that wouldn't make sense.
But I would say either tinker or program would probably apply in that situation.
I think. Yeah. Well, I don't have the rule book in front of me, so I don't know what the finer points between tinker and program are.
I mean,
so
that's fine. I'll be. Is one higher than the other for you?
it is.
All right. Which one's higher?
Program is higher for me.
All right. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Roll a whole fistful of dice. And I got 1, 2, 3 successes.
You got 3 successes. Excellent.
Yeah.
So Isabella, you hit the button and
This
you
is
aim the disruptor.
Shutting Charlie down button.
And all of a sudden, Charlie's eyes just kind of go blank, and he collapses onto the platform. And of course, the big, giant, mechanical golem creature that he was kind of bringing to life also just kind of crumbles to the ground, and you just see a whole bunch of dirt and everything go up. And yes, you've taken down Charlie and deactivated him. And what would you like to do now?
Let's take him back to Rebecca for like reprogramming and checks.
Yeah.
All that fun
Yeah.
stuff. I will.
We got to make sure that we got to get him somewhere safe and make sure he's okay, even if he did try to kill us with a giant robot.
So Tim, Maria, why don't you guys head down and I'll carry Charlie's body down.
Lifeless corpse. Oh,
Yes.
Marie's gonna get down at the bottom and she's gonna look at Isabel's like, "Are you okay? Like, that was a pretty bad tumble."
I'm okay. I'm just kind of sore. I think I scraped my elbow.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. And she's gonna like dig and like look into her bag, and she's gonna find like a little handkerchief that she has and just sort of like wraps it around her elbow.
Aw, thanks.
Oh, sisterly love. Oh.
Shut up, Chad.
Maria, I scraped my elbow too.
I'm sorry. I'm out of hankies. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you bring Charlie back to Rebecca, and you leave him with them, and you go back to your house. Then we'll fast forward to the next day at school. You all school is pretty much like it is normal. You guys are having a regular day of school. Tell me a little bit about life after the day after this event.
Well,
Go ahead, Chad.
I was going to say it doesn't really change much for me other than I have a more admiration for Isabella's mind, and just my love for Maria is even deeper. It's just kind of like, yeah. I'm sure that's
You're
and
so
and
gross.
every day is like I get up just so that I can see her face.
And do you still just hear Dreamweaver whenever you look at her?
I do. It plays all the time.
Dreamweaver, I
Nice.
believe you can get me through the
The
night.
night.
Maria, what is life like the day after this whole event?
I think Maria's trying to keep things normal-ish as much as you can.
Okay.
She's still gonna flirt with Chad and like be all cutesy and stuff, whatever. But like, she's also going to be like, keep a better eye on Isabel and like try to be more of like a protective older sister.
Okay. So it's
But,
kind of
like,
this
oh.
event has kind of bonded you a little bit more.
Yeah, but she doesn't know this.
Okay. Very good. Tim, what is your day like now after the day after? The morning after, I should say.
So Tim is just like frantically trying to like write everything down because of how awesome the day before was. And there's gonna be like sketches of giant robots and like iguanas are gonna be riding them. And then there's gonna be like Charlie with laser fingers and Isabella like shooting him with a ray gun, and then he's all happy again. And yeah.
Right.
So
Isabella,
you're basically writing your own comics right now.
Yeah.
nice. He's writing like the movie-fied version, the Hollywood version of what
I
happened.
think I'm like, man, this would make a great module for like the RPGs that I play with my friends.
Nice.
The dungeons, the AD&D, the Dungeon and the Dragon.
Exactly.
A dungeon and dragon.
Isabella, what is your morning like the day after?
So Isabella now is actually even races into the library even faster than usual, because after this whole ordeal with Charlie, she actually got some really great ideas about personality programming for rudimentary AI and really wants to get down to work on that.
As you guys,
I'm gonna get Charlie a new personality patch so he doesn't act crazy anymore.
So as you guys as the homeroom bell rings, the classroom door opens and in walks Charlie, and he walks by all of you and says, "Hey, what's going on, guys? How you been?" And he just
Sup,
takes,
Charlie?
and he
Hi,
just takes
Charlie.
his seat and acts
Like
as
nothing
if,
ever happened.
as if nothing ever happened.
We
And that's the
saved.
end of the Recycle Boy from Freely Publishing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love it.
So yeah, there is actually a little bit more, and there's probably folks that could probably run that a lot better than I could have. But it definitely is the new adventure that is coming in the starter set. So if you are excited about that, and if you like this content, feel free to hit the like button down below. Check out the link in the description that you can pre-order the starter set. It does go into a little more detail. I tried to kind of condense it down to a little under 2.5 hours, which I think you could have probably gone at least 3 or 4 if I really wanted to go down some of these rabbit trails with some of these guys. I think we could have made some of the scenes even more longer, especially the ones in between as you guys are going through town through each scene. But yeah, I think it's a lot of fun. Let me know in the comments what you think, and I want to thank everybody that tuned in, and I want to thank all the players for playing. I hope you had a good time. I hope it made sense. I hope I got all the facts out. There were a couple things that I didn't quite clarify. One thing was that when Charlie got hit, basically his mind was malfunctioning, and he was thinking that he had all the minds from the great humans of all time. So he had like Einstein, Newton, all these different voices in his head telling him all these weird things. So I didn't really kind of get into that too much, but because I really didn't have a chance to really kind of explain that all that much. But yeah, that's I hope you guys had fun.
That
Had
was fun.
Absolutely.
It was really
good.
fun.
I really enjoyed
Gamer
that.
99 says that was fun to watch. Thank you so much.
I just have to say so long and thank you for all the dinghies.
Oh,
Yes.
damn it.
All right. I think on that note, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Have a great evening. Stay safe, everyone. Thank you for watching. And remember, winning shouldn't be the only victory condition when you get to the table. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.